Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're begin working on our nature journal. We are going to be doing the tassel that I'm going to attach to this. Hey Dawn. We are live on Facebook. If you're watching this later, it's probably a replay. I'm going to pull you guys up on my devices so I can see the chat. One. So I have a feeling it's about time for me to get a new Kindle or another device to see chat on. My Kindle died on me yesterday and it was really weird. I thought that the battery was just dead or something because the plug has been a little loose, like it won't quite connect right. And so I went to turn it on to check the battery level, and it wouldn't turn on at all. And I'm like, okay, great. So because I usually have to wiggle the plug to see if it's charging, I couldn't see if it was charging. And I'm like, okay, is it just dead? Is it charging? Is it, what's wrong with it? I fussed with it for like 3 hours trying to figure it out. I kept like holding the plug there, seeing if I could get enough of a charge for it to turn on, because I thought that it was just dead. And finally, it just turned back on. And it had 100%. It was completely charged. But for some reason, it wouldn't turn on. So I was feeling it's dying. It's on its last leg. So I'm to either grab me another one of those or something. Because right now, it's what I use to see you guys chat on, just because it's a little bit larger than my phone. And my phone, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to want to stay connected quite as well. Honestly, neither one are perfect, but... And luckily, it's just one of the little Kindle Fire things. They're not super expensive or anything, but... And it's just mostly frustrating, Alright, so I got that. So it's on right now. We'll see if it stays working. Maybe. So we got our journal, and it is done, guys. It's full. Look how full that is, Dawn. I know she's going to be excited. I added some stuff to it, and I'll show you that in a minute. And we're going to make a little tassel to go on it, so it'll be all pretty with some charms and some ribbon and stuff. And I will be able to get that out in the mail to Dawn. I don't know if I'll get to sewing the signatures in. I want to ask you, do you guys want me to sew the signatures in on camera? I know I've done a ton of signature sewing in over the years. So do you want to see that? Do you not care? I can do it either way. Some people, I feel like maybe it's boring. I don't know. Maybe it's interesting. I don't know. Y'all let me know whether you want me to sew the signatures in on camera or not. If I have time, I'll get to it today, but I don't think I will because I got to put all the little beads on, and I think that's going to take time. So it'll probably be like next week. But yeah, just let me know what you think. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to pull this camera up top so that we can get started on this live. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Hey, Angela. Hey, Lori. So let's see what we've done so far. Like I said, it's pretty much done. It's all I can fit in it. I don't think I can fit any more in it. So, like, the signatures aren't sewed in. I've got them organized to where I think they fit best. So I picked the order based on how well they sat together. Because some are a little thicker than others, and they just fit together best in this order. So, and then And they're going to take up that whole spine area, like a good 2 inches. And I've got my little thing all ready for a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. It's not got, the holes aren't punched in it, but it's at least drawn out, and then that will go, and it should work out. It looks like the lines are matching up very well to my points where those hit, which is exactly what you want ideally. So it should work out just fine. And today we're going to be working on the tassel, but I'm going to show you that in just a second. So let's peek through, see what we've got. I've added some ruffles and stuff. So I've added ruffles on a few of the pages. And I'm not going to take a lot of time with this because we've done it several times, but I'll just kind of peek through and show you what I've done new, mostly. I think it's just ruffles from last time. So I added a little ruffle there. I added these ribbons across here and added this little word search thingy. It's for all these. It's a taste of gardening. I thought that was suitable for a nature journal. Hey, Deborah. Okay, that was it for the first one. The second one, I've got this ruffle. And then one there. So I just added a few just to give it a little texture. I think I showed you guys this. I think it's the bird. Yeah. Blue jay picture. And this, just garden cresses. Butterfly tag. Oops, stay on there, mister. And I think I'm just going to leave this on with this hidden paper clip. It's just this sweet gum. It's just on some coffee dyed paper, but I think it looks good like that. So probably just going to leave that on with that little hidden paper clip. It's got a little bit of leather on it. I've had that leather for a really, really, really long time. I used to go to the Cherokee Indian Festival here in Georgia every Mother's Day. I haven't been in, gosh, I don't think I've been in at least 18 years. I don't even know if they still have it. I assume they do. But I got that leather there at the Cherokee Indian Festival. I've got a bunch of it floating around. And a little ruffle there. And that's the end of the second signature. And the third one. A little ribbon that I talked about adding on. I added a fabric flip here behind this because I liked the way that it highlighted this a little bit better. And just a lace to hide the stitching on the other side. And some ribbon there, or fabric, it's just fabric ruffle. Most of them are fabric ruffles, a couple are ribbons. And our little interactive magnifying glass one. And that is it. Okay, so nice and full. Got a lot of texture going on there. So that is that. So what we're going to do today is make a little fabric tassel for it with some charms. So on the side of the spine here, I have two eyelets. I have one here and I have one here. I decided I'm just going to use this one. If you want to later, you can use this later, Dawn, and just put something there. But I just kind of stuck it, honestly, because I accidentally stuck it on the wrong end and had it upside down. So I just left it because you can always add something to it. But we're going to put one here. So what I've done so far is I've just added a jump ring onto the eyelet, and then this little, I don't know what they call these. They're from Tim Holtz, I think. They just hook on. That way it's removable, so we're going to attach the tassel to this, and it will be removable so that it doesn't get in the way underneath it or anything. So I'm going to leave this off for now. Put this aside. We'll use it for measurements. But so I took this apart. It had a chain on it. Let me see if I can find them. I think they're in this one. So they are typically like this, with a little chain on there, and I just took the chain off and added a larger jump ring to it. And then I'm just going to make a tassel to attach to that jump ring. So I've got lots of things to put on it. Let me zoom in just a fraction. My Kindle looks really close, but this one's not as close. If I can get this to cooperate. What do you think about there? Put my tape down so I don't get out of camera, hopefully. Y'all yell at me if I do. Sometimes I put the tape down, but then, you know, my brain just doesn't see it. This side's not usually an issue. All right, that should be hopefully a little bit closer so you can see what I'm showing you. So this little bee I got at Michael's. It's just a little charm on a lobster claw. Let me get a white piece of something here. What is this? Oops, maybe. That's too slippery. Here, I'll just use one of my cleaner fabrics. Some of them are real dirty. Just a little bee. And then I've just got various wooden buttons and let's pour this out. Beads and things that I got from just places in my house. Honestly, I've just stuff. I don't have a lot of fake jewelry because I'm not really a jewelry person, but I had a little bit of things I could pull from. These little pine cones were from the Christmas stuff, but I think they're fine because they're nature. So we got a bee, a pine cone, a spider. You tell me if you want the spider though, Dawn, because I don't know. It's nature, but it might be too creepy. I have, of course, we've got this little owl that I got. Let's see if I can get that off of there. I should have already had it off, but I didn't. Tape. All right, let go of my finger. All right. I'll show you this up close. Let me get a piece of paper. It's sticking to my fingers. My fingers are so dry from winter. I'm just going to grab a piece of white paper. Get his little tail out there. Come here. Why are you not cooperating? It's flipped. There he goes. Ah! Everything's too slippery. Alright, now if I can get it in focus. Is that in focus? Kinda, sorta. Where's my light? I guess it's on. I think I'm too close. I can't see it. But you can see it. It's cute. It's a little steampunk out. This is not working either. I don't know what to show you. I'll just stick it in my hand, I guess. Alright, so we got that owl. We have those little dragonflies floating around here somewhere. There they are. So, I'll put one of these on here. Do you care which color, Dawn? Do you like the green or the white dragonfly? One's green, one's white. You tell me. Either one will work. If I can get the annoying tape off. Come on. They really seal these up. Not that I blame them. Too much theft in the world. The white? Okay. White it is. So we got that. I'll save this one for something else. And then just various beads. A little feather I found in some old jewelry I had. I've got like 5 or 6 of those. A little clock I thought I might throw in there. It's a flower button. Maybe this key. We'll see. But I got a lot of like kind of natural buttons that I thought looked more natural. And then I've got all these charms. So we're not going to use them all because that would be just way too much. But I'm going to let you kind of pick what you want, Dawn. And you let me know. Oh my goodness, there's a lot to choose from. I think we could probably do maybe 3. We'll see. Maybe 3 or 4. So I'm going to try to lay them out here. Let me put this beads back up. This is just a needle threader because sometimes that comes in handy, but I also have just a plain piece of wire. It's folded in half. And that comes in real handy. Here, once I put those over there, so hopefully I don't lose them. And then just various. There's this I thought looked like a sun. So I'll put these guys out here. I'll put the charms out separate. I think that's all the charms. That's a charm. And then we'll put that out. And this is just some, I had a piece of jewelry that had a bunch of these. I'm not sure, is that amethyst? Maybe. It's pretty. I like this button. It's like a flower kind of. So little bits and pieces that we will play with and see what looks best. And then I have some larger wooden beads that we may or may not use. We'll see. And then I also had a couple of the paper beads. I guess what you call them, just paper beads. So let me get this picked up. Got a couple of seed beads in there, so I'll lose them. I should just, you know what, I should just stick them all in this one so I can see it better. I'm going to move this. This is just some lobster claws. Yeah, nothing on there I need. Alright, so let's lay these out. So I want you to kind of let me know if you have any favorites. So we got birds, owls, a couple of different owls, lots of different owls. We have plants and flowers. And even if I don't put any of these on the tassel, if you really see something you like, let me know and I'll stick it somewhere else in the journal. It'll be a surprise. But let me know what you want on the tassel. Okay? So we're going to call owl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a bird, and this is a bird. So bird 1, 2, rose, leaf, leaf. Say white leaf, green leaf. This is like a teal leaf. This is kind of a brown leaf, and another kind of white leaf with purple tones. Do you have any favorites? Say 3 or something, maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see. And if you don't care, I will just pick. It doesn't matter. I just wanted you to be able to choose since you are on. Train's going by again. All right. And while you are thinking about that, let's stay there. You like them all? You choose. Okay, I'll choose. All right. I think I really like this owl. I do like this rose. Think of the leaves. Maybe that one. Maybe those. All right, we'll go with that. And if there's anything else you really, really want, you let me know, and I'll just make sure I throw it somewhere in the journal. And then I also have this little wax seal that I did. These are more like, they're more like glue seals. They call them wax seals, but they feel more like hot glue. But I'm going to stick a hole in it and use it as a charm because it's cute. We'll see how it looks. It might be too big. I don't know. It might look okay. That is the plan. All right, so next thing you want to do is just get together a bunch of fabrics. So I did take some beads that I was able to form a word with and put them on this brown string. It just says nature. Okay, we're going to incorporate that somehow. It's not tied or anything yet. I just went ahead and threaded them so I didn't have to spend an hour trying to do it and getting them the right direction because I kept getting them the wrong direction. But so we just have some lace, some yarn. And I tried to pick colors that I thought were at least complementary. There are some teals and blues in here, as well as yellows, browns, blacks. So there's a lot of colors in there. So we have that. This is that beehive honeycomb ribbon thing, and I cut it in half because it was just a little too wide, I thought. So I've got 2 pieces of that. This is going to be a big tassel. And then this some more lace from Dollar Tree. And some Dollar Tree lace that I cut in half. This makes a smaller piece. And then there's a bigger piece to it somewhere here. Where's it hiding? Oh, it's already there. It's right there. And then just some jute, ribbons. I tried to find mostly smaller ones. It's like a grosgrain type of one that I cut in half. I did glue the edge of it because I cut it in half, and the grosgrain tends to fray a little bit. The other ribbon, that silk ribbon, this Dollar Tree one, it doesn't fray when you cut it. It stays just fine. But that grosgrain one, it does fray. And I got some fabric pieces that I tore and then I glued just along it real light, just enough that it wouldn't keep fraying. And I just used dark glitter, just enough to stop it from fraying. You could use fray check or something like that. More of that yarn. I had this yarn and I was like, okay, well, it gives a little bit fuzzy texture. I don't even know where I got it from because I don't knit. I have no idea where it came from. Some more fabric. And then just little bits of smaller pieces, one leather piece. Put Put that in there. Not this is my wax thread that I use for sewing the journal signatures in. So I've got a couple of pieces of that in because it works real well for tying on beads. I might actually do that a little longer because it will get shorter as you, well, it's already too long, so maybe I'll be all right. I don't know. I'll think about that. As each time you tie it, it gets shorter. So do make sure when you get your ribbons ready, they're longer than you need, because if you're doing any tying on there, it's just going to keep getting shorter and shorter. I might take one more piece of this. Maybe I'll do a green. If I can find the end of it. Where are you at? I don't know. It shouldn't be on there solid because I just pulled one off. Oh, there it is. Where is it? Do a green one too. It's a little easier to tie knots with. And it's pretty sturdy, so I think it'll hold up fine. Let's see, another piece of jute. This is just some yellow yarn of some sort. It's these little, what do they call these things? Lion brand yarns. I know they had a name. I don't remember what it is because it's not written on it. But they're Lion brand something. They're just little thin yarns. So you just want to lay everything out as best you can. Somewhat even, hopefully. And here's a brown one of those. These are from that fall collection. I used these, I think, in my fall journal. They were from Brothers' Hobby Lobby. All right, I think that's all. Well, we'll keep this. This is a gray one of those wax threads. We'll keep that one on there too, just in case I need it. I think, oh, I'm not going to do these. These don't tie as well. They're like kind of shiny. I think I had another one of those. I'm going to pull it out. I don't like the way they tie. They fray a lot and they're just kind of stiff. So I don't think I'll do that one. All right, I think that is enough for us to work with. Where's the end of that? Trying to get them somewhat even. I can play with it after I tie the middle, and then I'll figure out where I want to position that one exactly. Like I said, it's not knotted or anything yet. Okay, so you have to decide if you want a top for your tassel. I don't have those little caps. They make little caps that go on the top of tassels. They're like just little, they're like little acorn heads, but with metal. Does that make sense? So, and basically they just sit on like the top, on a large bead usually, or something like that. Sometimes just on the tassel itself. But I don't have one of those, so I'm going to use one of these wood beads. I think I might just use one of these type. Maybe one of these. I thought about using this, but it kind of looks, it's too bulky. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. How about that too? I'm not crazy about it though. Yeah, maybe that one. We're going to see how that works out. I really don't know. I haven't done a lot of tassels, guys. I'm going to be right up there and honest. I haven't. So for this, I think I will use a brown piece. You can use, I've seen wire used, which is basically a, what do they call it? I think they call it a tying wire. I have this really thin wire that I got off of some ribbon that could possibly work. I don't know how sturdy it would be. So I think I'm going to use the, and this is what I used to make that needle. Basically a homemade threading needle. It's just the wire I got off of ribbon. You know what I mean by wired ribbon when you pull that out? That's what I mean. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna use the thread, but I want a color that's gonna match that so it doesn't show too much. I thought I made it already. Is it in here? No, it's not there. I don't want to have already pulled out one to make it with and then not use it. I don't see it, so maybe I didn't. Maybe I thought about making it and just didn't do it. I don't really know. I think it was this one. I'm kind of looking everywhere and making sure that I didn't just stick it somewhere in the place. I don't think I did. All right. I think that's what I had planned. All right, so I'm going to use a jump ring. Grab one of those big jump rings. And these are, I think I'm going to use a jump ring. Yeah. So I think I have some in here already. These are 12 millimeter heavy gauge jump ring. I got these from Hobby Lobby. Let me use one of those. And, oops, forgot to put those back. I don't have all the proper tools for making jewelry because I just don't do it. So this is what I came up with. These are kind of a pain to use. These are a little better. Shorter ones work better. I don't have any others. So this is what I have. So what I want to do is basically make a topper with this. And I'm going to use this jump ring and I'm going to use this bead. And I'm going to take some of this waxed thread that matches that bead kind of. I think I have one that's more of a burgundy. Yeah, I like that one. We'll use that one. So just pull off enough to, basically I want enough to go through that and leave me enough to tie to my piece. So we're just going to cut off this much. I don't know how much it was. It looks like about, I don't know, 12 inches or so. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go through my bead. I might be able to do that by hand, but we're going to try to use my, I got to think about how I'm doing it. So go through my bead. And then I want to go through my ring. And then I want to go back through my bead. We'll see if I can just fit it through there. I think I can. This has got a little bit of stiffness to it, this wax thread. So usually you can just kind of feed it through there. So that's going to give me a little topper like that. Okay. I'm just going to manipulate it where that, I don't want the connection part right on that part. You don't have to tie a knot or anything. Hopefully it'll be strong enough. I think it will be. And I'm just going to even this off a little bit better because I did a horrible job. Which side do I pull? The other side. Try to get those ends even. Okay. So that's going to be our topper. I think this will work. In my mind, it's working. I think it'll work. I might throw a button to make it a little flatter. Maybe throw a button. Let's see. What do we got that looks good with that? I'm debating on size too. I think, because what's going to happen is it's going to sit on top of this. Try to find the middle. So it'll be something like this. But I think maybe just a flat button there might look a little bit better. Maybe this red one. I think I could go through 2 opposite holes and make it work. I do have a couple with 2. That one's a little more contrasty. I think these are too big. Yeah, that's too big. I don't know about this one. It could be interesting. I feel like it's just a little too big. I kind of wanted a medium one, but I'm just not seeing a good medium one. So this red is the closest to the size I think I want. Oh, well, this is kind of pretty too. Maybe that would be a good spot for that. I'm looking at how it looks on the top of it. That might be good. Oh. Decisions. I think I'll try this one. See how that fits. All right, so I'm just going to take one of the threads and go through one hole. I'll see if I can get it through without the little tool. Yeah. I don't think that has a top or bottom. No, they're the same. And then we'll do this one. And I'm just going through each of those 2 holes. Okay, now I've got something like that. And then I might go ahead and tie that nice and tight so it doesn't loosen up on me. So I'm just going to tie a knot there. And get that pretty snug. There. That'll be our little topper. It's kind of interesting. All right, so now I want to take my ribbons and find the middle point, and I can either just straight tie it to that by itself, or I can tie one around it first just to make sure it stays together good. And I think I'm going to lean toward tying one around it first. I just want to make sure it doesn't come loose. Let's just use, what's a good color that will match well? Maybe just a neutral. Is that a light neutral? I think I have an even lighter neutral. I think it's in my other bag. Here it is. I'll use this light neutral. And I'm just going to tie this center. You can, if you want, when you're doing that, you can always just leave a long enough tail to bead to as well. And even at a shorter length is fine, because then you can have beads at different lengths and all that, you know. We're going to leave a little tail just in case I want to. I have plenty of wax thread. Wax thread coming out my ears. All right, so we're just going to tie the middle. You can also do this with wire. Like I said, I don't have that kind of wire. And I don't know how well mine would do to holding up to being bent over and over. So I'm just finding the middle. And I'm going to try to get that kind of even. That way I can use the tails. We're just going to bunch that up. I want it nice and tight so that ideally they don't come loose. See if we can do this one more time. Try to keep it tight while I'm doing it. I need another hand. See if I can do it. There. So nice and tight. Okay, now we've got our little bunch, and it's got its tails. And the tails can just be for beads or whatever. All right, we're just going to leave it on there because it was just to tie that. And now I'm going to tie this to the top. So just find out where it lays nicely, I guess, and, you know, think about where you want your top at. Even though this is pretty tight, it can still be played with and things moved around if you need to. But I'm going to go about like that, I think. And we're going to try and tie this right to the middle there. See how that looks. Let me get all my little pieces on each side. Make sure that they're correctly spread out. And this brown one. At least by using different colors, it's easy to find them. So we're going to tie this topper on there. Now, this is just how I'm doing this. I don't know if it's the right way, the wrong way. Like I said, it's not something I do a lot. They are kind of fun though. So we're going to tie that on there nice and tight. And I think this will hold fine. Okay, so I'm going to take those two that I just did. I'll use those, I think, to wrap. If I can find the other side. There's one. There's the other. So we're going to try to get those on each side. Opposite sides. And I'm going to close this down. So I've got these two. And then I'm going to try to just kind of play with it and fluff it the way I want. This lace ribbon isn't quite... I should have probably cut that one in half. It's a little annoying, but I think it'll be all right. All right, there. And you can play with it as much as you want to get it to lay pretty. Now, so we're going to try to get it like a little even top here. And I think I'm going to attempt to use this. So I'm going to wrap one way, and then I'm going to wrap the other way. I don't know how that'll work. It might work. We'll see. We'll see if it works. And I'm just going to go around a couple of times. There's one. I'll see if I can get two wraps around there and make it look decent. I could just use another piece, but I figured I already had it. Depends if I can get it to come out of the middle there. Maybe, maybe not. No, it's gonna lay funny. We're not gonna use it. All right, that's fine. I don't have to use it. I feel like I'm a little bit loose there, but it's not terrible. All right, we're gonna use another piece. So what color do I want? I'm debating if I want to use a piece of yarn. I think I'll stick with this stuff. So greens are pretty. I don't have yellow. I have a bright green, but I think it's too bright. It's kind of bright. I'll just use brown. I'm seeing what looks best. All right, we're just going to use this to wrap it. All right, let's try that again. So we're just going to wrap a little section at the top. So leave enough to tie. And I'll wrap that around a couple of times. Maybe like 3 times. Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to see how it lays. Oops. Don't get twisty on me. My topper's a little loose. So I think the wax thread might stretch more than wire, so I don't know that it's the best method, but it's what I have, so that's what I'm using. I'm just going to tie that in a square knot, ideally. If you're worried about these coming loose, you could put a little bit of glue on it, but I think it'll be fine. I'm going to just do it a couple of times. And then I'm going to, I don't know, maybe I'll throw a drop of glue on there. I think I'll snip it though. About there. And then once I get it played with, I'll throw some glue on it. I'm just going to try to make sure it's kind of laying pretty. I feel like those need to flip. See if I can get it to flip over. Nope, it's not going to cooperate. Okay, that's fine. Don't cooperate. All right. May not be the best tassel in the world, but it's interesting for sure. All right, so there we go. And we'll attach that like that. So right now this is very long, but I will be tying some beads onto it, so it's going to shrink. So this is going to go on here. Or I had that on. I don't need that ring because I already put the other one on there. All right, I'll take this one off and I'll just attach it to the other one. It's 1/2 dozen the other. Make sure I stay in camera. So when you take a jump ring, make sure you twist and you don't pull apart. Okay, you're twisting sideways. Okay, you see how it opens? And then you twist it back sideways. You don't pull it apart. That makes it weak. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one and put this one on there instead of that other one. So sideways. And then back just the way you did it. And it just meets up and causes it to lock back in place, and that's just the strongest way. Okay, so there's our little tassel. And that is going to clip on because I have this little thing and it's kind of long. I want to check the length. So I'm going to stick that on there and see how long this is because I know it's going to be very long. Almost too long. I might should have went with the shorter bead. Decisions. Do I take it apart and go with the shorter bead? I feel like this is too long. Or I could shorten that. Maybe I'll just shorten that. All right, let me grab a different connection. I think that choice might have been a little too long. These are challenging. You take a little bit of strength. There. All right, let's find a second option for this. I know I've got other lobster claws and things that should work. I think I have some loose already. I had smaller ones of these, but I've used them all. So I don't have any left. Let's see what I have. I think the lobster claws is probably all I have. I think that'll fit through there. I might not. I might have to add another jump ring. The hole in that lobster claw is very tiny. I've got smaller jump rings, it's fine, but Yeah, I don't see anything else. Could possibly use a ball pen, but that's not going to save me that much. And they're just not as strong. I prefer a clip. This one's broke. It's totally broke. Throw that in the trash before I try to use it. Grab another lobster claw. All right, make sure this works. Yep, that one works. Okay. All right, so I don't think it'll fit that jump ring. So I think what I'll do is just add another jump ring. So I'm going to pull this apart. Where my other? It's fine. I need to buy some more of these. They come in smaller pieces. This one's just a little bit big. All right, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this won't fit. Yeah, nope. Okay, so jump ring on there. Tweezers, because this is challenging. That one looks funny. Let's do this one. All right, let's see if I can get it apart. Where's the top? Okay. Oh, I still got it. I could have just slid it on there. Oh my God. Some days. Let me close this first. See, until I opened the little one. Slide the little one on there. Oh, wait. Don't close it yet. Put it on your hook. Almost did. This should shorten it up enough, I think. Oops. Really need smaller pieces. Smaller tools are so much easier, guys. All right, I think I got it. Oh, not quite. Go together. Ah, it's not matching up. Hold on. Where is it? There you are. It's so hard to see. It's a little off for some reason. Okay, now it's closed. All right, hopefully that's shorter. Let's try again. All right, where's my thing? So, got our lobster claw. Let's see how much room that gives us now. That's a little bit better. But yeah, in hindsight, I think I would have used, I should have used maybe just a smaller bead there. But that's okay. It's fine. We're going to tie up what we can with charms on it, and then we'll cut off the ones without charms. So the ones without charms are going to be cut. I'm trying to find my scissors. So like this won't have a charm on it. So this is about the longest I'm going to want it. So I'm just going to leave that one for a marker, because you don't want it to lay below the book too much, ideally. I mean, it could sit over a shelf, but I don't really like them to hang below the book too much because I think they get in the way. So we're going to do that. Let's take this back off. Hopefully I'm staying kind of in camera. I might need to zoom back out a little. Trying to stay inside my tape. Y'all yelling at me yet? I don't see any chat, honestly. Let me refresh it and make sure I haven't missed anything. All right, I don't see nothing. Okay, I'm going to put these up over here. Okay. I was trying to stay zoomed because what I'm doing is very tiny. So we're going to try to put some beads on here and charms. Okay. Yeah. I think most of these I can just tie on. I don't think they're going to need anything weird. I do need to go ahead and fix that nature thing because I don't want it to come undone, and I didn't tie it. So for this, I'm just going to tie the bottom where I wanted it to hit because I wasn't sure how high I wanted it. So I want it to hit about there. So I'm just going to tie the bottom. A little knot. And that's a seed bead, so I don't think it'll come off of that knot. Should stop right there. Make sure that's good and tight. So that'll be that. And then, let's see. What else do we want to put on here? Let's see, which one's light? That's kind of light. We'll put this on here. Debating if I want to use this or a softer one on this one. Think I could tie that one? Probably. I think I can. I'm just going to randomly tie stuff on. Need my tweezers. I might add a little glue to that just to make sure it stays. Where's my glue? I'm just going to add just a little squeeze of glue in there, I think. Just enough, hopefully that knot will behave. Alright, there's that one. Let's see. Put these bigger ones on first. I'm trying to get them, I don't want them to hang exactly next to each other, so try to pick things that are kind of across. Maybe that's too long. I'm trying to find a, oh, I might can tie that. I'm trying to find a jute or something. I think a jute would be good. Let's try a jute. Put this one. Okay, and then figure out where I want it to hit. I hope that other one's not too long. I forgot about cutting that. I might have to go higher, guys. Oh, I totally am too low. All right. I totally forgot that I needed to be to this length, which is really short. Gosh. I'd have to do that whole piece over. I'm not going to do that. All right, we're just going to try to stay above it. Tie it again. I forgot how low it was. Y'all probably yelling at me that I was too long. All right, there. That's good. All right, where's that other one? Oh, there it is. So that's got to go a little bit higher. Of course, I have glue on there. Not that the glue's probably dry. It might be dry. It's not quite dry. Try and lift this up higher. I was way too low. Going forward, I will try to pay closer attention to that. If I can find the other part of this knot. There it is. It's like, where is it? I don't have fingernails, so knots are challenging. All right, let's try this again. Where's my guide? There. Okay. hope it looks cute. Like I said, tassels aren't really my thing. I do like the look of a tassel though. And I was watching something the other day and they were using one. I was like, yeah, that might be cute. All right, let's try throwing a little more glue in there just to see if it'll help hold it. I think it'll help once it dries. Although it's holding pretty good. I'm just going to trim that. Okay, now back to this one. This one needs to be, where's that green piece? There it is. Trying to keep my little guide piece. So about there. We'll go a little bit higher on this one. We'll go right here. And these could be trimmed or not trimmed. They don't have to be cut off. They could just be allowed to, dangle. I'm probably going to trim them all. No, let's do 3. We'll do 3. Be sure. I think I just pulled that from the other side. Where is it? Try to make sure I don't pull it. Okay. So there's that. Cute. All right. We'll save these last 2 until I see how it's starting to look. For right now, let's do this little owl. He's a little finicky. Want swig. Is that what you call this? You're calling this a swig? I don't know. I'm not sure your comment there, Kathy. Could be a typo. I don't know. I think I will put this on a piece of wax thread. Maybe. Here's a dark one. So, about there. Y'all yell at me if I get out of camera. I'm really trying to stay in. Try to go the opposite way. Remember, right over left, left over right for a square knot. It's a little bit stronger, if you can. And then I'm just putting an extra just for, why not? I may leave the tail on that. Yeah, I'm going to leave the tail on that, and I'm going to actually put another bead on it. I think I have room. Yeah, I have room for maybe one more bead. Where are my beads? Or maybe a button. Let's see. Button. So for these buttons that I have 4, I'm thinking go through the top. I might need my wire for this one. Where'd it go? There it is. So this is just a little made up button, a hole or thing. I don't know. You just put your thread around it. Find your item, which I lost. We're going to come through the top diagonal hole. Okay, if I can get the 2 wires together. It came off. Try it again. Stay on there, thread. You just had your own mind, didn't you? This has writing, so I'm trying to stay in the right direction. All right, in through that side. Try to get this thread. And then down through a diagonal from it. Okay. And then we're going to tie that. I think I can get it just long enough to where it's about the bottom there. I'll go about there. You think I can tie that to itself? Yeah, I can. Okay. So I'm going to tie it to itself. It should work because it's diagonal. No, I'm not doing my knot right. It looks funny. The knot's weird. Hold on. Try that again. Yeah, I'm just the wrong direction there. This is the part I knew would take up a lot of time, so just all this sewing the little bits on. So tie a knot that way. And that way. Okay. And that should be good. There, we got a little button. That's cute. And then let's find another charm. I might do something on this. I'm going to do something on these thin ones. It might look good. I think I can feed that through. Maybe, if I can hold on to it. Okay. So we'll go maybe here. I'm going to let that one hang too. And then just put something on the end of it. How about... I wonder if I can get that in there. It's not very contrasty though. So I don't have a lot of stuff, so... Yeah, none of those. Although I could put one of the fun... What's that? We'll put something in here. How about... I have a little bell. I should put this little bell on there. Yeah, it's a little bell. I think it makes a sound, but I can't tell. Does it make a sound? No, it must make a sound when it hits another one. I bet that's what it is. I don't know. I've had these forever. I think I had these from when I used to go to the Renaissance Festival. I had them on my boots or something. All right, so around the ribbon, through the bell. Okay. I don't know where that is. I'm kind of using that one right now because I don't know where that green piece is. It's in here somewhere. But we're going to put this. Should I put both of them? I don't know if they make noise when they hit each other. It doesn't look like there's a clapper in there, so that's my guess. If that's the case, I'm going to put two next to each other and see if it makes noise. It might make noise. It might not. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Let's see. Can you hear it? Get my mic close. It should make noise. Cute. I might kind of keep it, I think I'll keep the knot a little bit loose. Let me loosen that up just a fraction. I want it to have room to move. Just a little bit looser than normally I would. I can't do this. There. Cute. I like it. Okay. There. A little bells. All right, let me see how this is sitting. And pick a spot where we need more stuff. Maybe over here. Maybe right here. Okay. Let's see, we'll put our little bee on. Oh, that's got a little clip. Not that I couldn't, honestly, it might be really cute if I just clipped it at the top. It's just such a pretty bee, I don't want it to get lost. I might just clip it there, guys. Because it already has a lobster claw on it. We're just going to clip that there. I kind of like it there since it is got bees all over the cover, and that'll really show there. So we'll keep that there. All right, what else do we got? We got amethyst. We have a little, let's put a green button. Okay. I'm just going to feed that up here. Try and tie a knot. I have such a hard time figuring out the direction of my first knot there. It's weird. There. I'm only going to tie one because I'm going to hang some more off of it. So how long do I have? I've got a little bit of room. Maybe a bead or something. What do we got? We got these little pieces of wood. Maybe one of these. What other charms do I have? The pine cones. I might save that one for this gray string since it's silver. I can't decide if I want to use that spider or not. Debating if I want to keep this jump ring on there. I think I'm going to take it off. I don't really need it, so I can hold on to it. All right. I'm going to put this on here. Okay, about there. Oh, I should put a bead on top of it. I'm going to put a little bit of a bead on top of it. Let's see. What's a good bead? What do we got in here? We got some little, like, greenish looking ones. Let's see. Yeah, these are kind of green. You can get hold of one? Maybe. Oh, I kind of like the silver too, though. I like this silver one. Oh, I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to have it kind of sit on top of that feather. I'm going to tie a knot. It will hopefully stop it, but it may not. It may not. I'm making puns. Not intentionally. I did it again. It looks like a really expensive fishing lure. You're right, it does. It totally does. Oh my God, I made like 3 puns in a row there, guys. Wow. It's about as tedious as tying a fishing lure. In reality. Put a don't know if this glue will work with this wax thread or not. It may not, but I'm going to stick it on there anyway. Typically the wax thread is pretty good about staying in a knot. I know when I've tried to unknot a journal, it's a little bit of a challenge, so. But I'm going to leave a little tail on it just in case. It's a little more security. All right, so there we've got just a button and a bead of some sort and a feather. All right. Here's some jute. I don't think that has anything on it. Yeah. Let's see. How about we'll put this little birdie. Is that too close to the owl? No, it doesn't seem that close. All right, I think that'll be all fine. Oh, we'll use the feather. I don't know if or the leaf, because I don't know if I might have too many birds already. A lot of birds. Should I put a bead too? Nah, we'll just leave it. I got a lot of other places I can put beads if I need to. Is that too long? A little bit too long. Let's pull that back up. One more knot. I'm putting the glue just because. I really don't know how much it helps, but it might help. Should I put something on that? I don't think I have room. Where's my... Yeah, that's about the bottom of my length, so we'll just cut that one there. Okay, what else? I said silver, we were going to do the pine cone or something. I think so. So let's add some beads that will work with that. A couple little seed beads, maybe. I like these blue ones. These are kind of, they're almost turquoise. They're kind of blue-green. Put a couple of those. They'll look good with the silver, I think. I have these, but I don't think they'll work. They're just little spirals. I don't know that they'll attach really well. I'm going to say no. But we will put these little green ones. I think I can just feed right through there. Maybe. If I can hit the hole. I can't even see the hole, guys. I kind of see it. So I think I want to tie a knot. You can tie a knot on each end if you want, but it doesn't really matter as long as there's one where you want it to stop. So we're going to try to stop that one there. And then I think I'll do the pine cone. Do you have the same thought, Dave? Oops, that's not going to work. Okay. Need my little threader. Okay, so around and through. All right, we'll just put it kind of in between that knot, maybe 1/4 of an inch. Make another knot to stop it. If I can find the knot. Gosh, I can't even see it, guys. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, about there. So make sure it stops. Yep. All right, and then another one of these. Let's see. Right about maybe there. I'm trying to get it somewhat consistent. Now you can go around the bead if you think your knot's not, if the hole's too big or something and you don't have a seed bead to lock it in with, but These are pretty small holes on these, so I'll put 2 on the bottom one just to be sure. All right, so that's good. And then maybe, let's see, where's my length? That's fine. Well, I might tie it up. We'll close it off with a button. Or maybe one of these. We'll close it off with one of these. Trying to see what else I have. Oh, I have that amethyst dangle. I'm looking at my length. I'm not sure. Maybe. Debating on the color, though. I think I'll close... Yeah, I'll close it off with a greenish pony bead. And we'll just go around this one to lock it into place. Let's see if I can do it. Think about... I think that's the right height. One more. What time is it? All right, 10:20. Okay. Got a lot of stuff going on in there. All right. Let's see. I need some of these outside ones to have something. It's the yellow one. How about... That looks pretty. All right, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to poke a hole in the top and the bottom. And I'm going to feed it through this yellow one. Maybe. So we'll go that way, and then we'll come through the back. I should have, ideally I should have stuck some tape around it, but that's okay. I can make it work. All right, there. So through the back like that. That works. And then I should be able to tie it on the back. Let me just spin that. There. Where's my... I have a hard time with the knots, guys. This ribbon is just determined to spin on me. Quit spinning. Turn back around. There. Try and get a knot right there. I think it'll work. If I can hold on to everything. Fat fingers. Quick gurgling tummy. Okay. There. I think I got it. There. That should work. Butterfly. Rose. Where else do we need something? We need something on this side. So what do we got to work with over here? We have some yellow thinner pieces. I feel like there's a blue piece in there hiding. Oh, it's kind of on the other side. We'll try this yellow one. Maybe the sun and a couple yellow buttons. No, is that too thick? I don't know. Maybe. How about these gold ones? I'm not crazy about that. Debating. I thought I had more yellow buttons, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I'll use that little pony bead there. You think that'll go through there? It might. It might not. I'll find out in a second. Let's see if it's too small. Okay. Does that hole go through? Oh, it doesn't. It's got like a... It has like a bad spot on it. There, that's better. Okay. There we go. So, pony bead, and then probably should tie it. I'm trying to see how that closes. I think it's just a loop. This yellow one. Debating if I want a knot in the middle of this. My wires are not even. Now they are. There. That's kind of pretty. All right, I'm gonna knot that. Go up a little bit higher. Oops. I want you below. Gotta watch my height. Where's that green piece? Oh, we can look at nature. Okay, we got a little bit of room. I think we're okay. And then I want, I think this. Nope. It's big enough. It's fraying on me. There. All right, put you maybe here. So put my knot there. Where are you? There. Okay. Okay. Just a little dangle sun. Okay. I'm gonna feed some buttons on some of these fatter ones. Maybe. Let's see. One of these. Do I want a contrasty color or do I want a regular color? Kind of like the yellow too. We'll put that yellow somewhere. I'm gonna put this on something. I'm just debating. Maybe the jute. Is that a piece of empty jute? It is. Let's put this on here. Oh, it already has tape on it. Nice. Okay. And then we'll come through the front. I usually go the other way, but that's okay. It'll work. If I can get it through there. My tape's getting a little bit funky. This has a little piece of tape on it because it was already on there. Okay. How far down? Just a little bit further down. tuft on the back. And that's cute. It needs something else. I'll put this little key on it. Why not? It's a lot of knot tying. I don't think I've tied this many knots in my life. Okay. Oops. My wires. Alright, there. It's just got like a little button and a key. Cute. Let's see how we're feeling. Got a little dingly thing. And it needs more. It needs more on the outside. Might have fit something. I probably should have put some of these bigger ones on the inside. That might have been better, but I might put something on that white one. There's a little spot. There's a little spot. I feel like I had a gray one floating around here. This green one is way off. I don't know why. Let me see. All right, there's the gray. So I got something attached to it. No, it's just tangled. All right, there. All right. So there's a green one. And is that attached to that one? No, this is attached to something, but it's really long, so that means the other side pulled a little. It may not matter. I'm trying to see where it is. The color is dark. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Could have been that one. Possibly. I don't know. I can't really pull it, so we're going to leave it. Alright. I'm going to put something on this green one. I don't know where. I'm trying to find where it is on the outside. I need more on the outside. Where'd it go? They're all ending up on one side. That's kind of on the outside. Yeah, I'll do that one. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We got little wood things. I want to do more buttons. Maybe a couple of these little green buttons. I like them. That one's cool. What's this one look like? It's kind of cool. Oh, this brown one's kind of cool too. Like that one's got texture. Look at that flower. Put that brown one, that flower. I got another brown one. We do. Alright. Those three. Let's do those three. Okay, so we'll feed this one through first. If I can hit the hole. Up there. Alright, so there's that one. Let's pull that all the way up there. And then we'll do this one. This one will just kind of tie on the back of it. Try to stay far enough up. About there. Come back down a little bit. And then knot on there. Okay, and then my other button. Let's see. I'm sure it's not going to dangle the exact direction, but that's okay. We'll work with what we got. Just trying to avoid having to use the wire. The hole's big enough, it's just making sure it doesn't fray. And this is wax, so it doesn't fray a lot, but it does sometimes fray. It's trying to. Just roll it. There we go. And about there. I think I'm just going to knot it and let it dangle. I'll just put 2 knots. Okay, just leave that over there. Pretty. All right, what else? I feel like we need something on this. What do I have that's wide enough? I could put one of these. I bet that would go over that. Let's see. Pick it up. See if I can get this one on. I think it'll go on here, but I'm not 100% sure. If it's not, I'll put it on a different one. Yeah, there. And then I don't have another one of those. Put this one, it's similar. I'm debating if I want a bigger spacer though. What else do I have? Oh, I have one of these. I have this. Is that too long? There's nature. That's too long. I could cut it in half, but I'm not gonna. That's too narrow. That's too narrow. I'm just going to put a couple of these. I'll put 2. And then, where's that other bead at? Lost it. There it is. I don't have another metal one like that other one, but this one's close. Okay. That's kind of cool. Just a little bead thingy. I'll close it off with one of those. If I can find one. There's one. Maybe? Yeah, I'll leave it. I think it'll be a big enough knot. Just test it. Nope, not big enough. Needs one more knot or something. We'll put one more knot and see if that works. Just has to be big enough that little bead can't go back through there. All right, that did it. All right, good. Okay. All right, how do we look? Time's getting close. I might have to stop. Did I get all the important things on there? I think I did. We got our bee. We got our dragonfly. We got our owl. These were, you know, if needed. I think that's all the important things. And then I'm going to trim it and then see how it looks. Use that wire. Can I get the lid on? Is it just a push? Oh, it's totally just a push. A few things left for the next time. All right, let's see how we are looking. I'm gonna zoom back out. Okay, and grab our journal. Okay. So much going on. A lot going on in there. A lot of it feels like it's on the same side almost, but I think it's just because they're heavy and they're falling together. So that's probably why. They're hidden in there. Search through and find them. All right, let's see where we need to trim. So we're going to put this on there. And trim it off where needed. So I'm just going to kind of let things fall. The key's a little bit long. Might have to trim that one up. Most of them are good. The only thing I see that looks a little long is the key. Where'd it go? So I might have to pull that one up. Just a fraction. I wonder if I could just, I bet I could just knot it up here and that'll shorten it. That's probably the easiest thing to do. I'm just going to add a knot up higher where it doesn't really show, maybe two. There. That should shorten it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. A lot going on. All right, we're just going to trim off just the material extra. I don't care if it hangs just a little bit below, but I don't want it too much below. Make sure I don't have anything important. I'll stick those over there. I might use them for something. All right, I think we're good. I missed a few pieces I'm going to play with, but I like it. And let me just clean it up just a fraction better. Just a little. It was close. Alright, there is our dangle. I don't think it'll, once the seam is sewed in there, I don't think it'll get in the way. And like I said, it's removable, so I need to glue that little thing on there. So, you know, when you're into your journal, you can pull it off and then it won't be in the way. Or you could even just, honestly, you can just kind of move it up and then it won't be in the way when you open it. Okay. But it also comes off. I think it looks good with it. You like it? I'm glad you like it. It's got a lot going on. A whole lot going on there. Turn some of the things over here. that, owls, lots of owls, steampunk owl, and I thought it was cute, the nature thing on there. Okay, cute. All right, guys, that is our live. And like I said, I will look back and see if y'all made any comments. If not, I'll just plan on sewing the signature in on one day next week, probably. Like maybe either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do next. So if you guys have anything you want me to do, start thinking about it. You know, do you want, I have Paris stuff. I can do a Paris journal. I have a little bit of travel type stuff, and I have, I could do some sort of a travel journal, or I could do a, like a sea life one. I think I have a little bit of sea life stuff that I could do. So those are kind of my choices. Y'all think about it if you want to see what you want to see next. And then, I'm also going to do a painting. I think I'm going to start painting on, Wednesdays again. Did we decide Wednesdays for painting and Fridays for journaling? I feel like we did. So Wednesdays, I've got a couple of bluebird options that I'm going to look at and pick one of those to paint. And we'll start a new painting. I haven't done painting in a while, and I gotta do it, or I'll start losing my skill, because that's just what happens. Is I didn't put my lid on this thing. This is totally dried up. Yeah, if I don't paint for a while, I start losing a little bit of skill, and I have to pick it back up. But I don't know where my lid is to this. I took it off, and then I didn't put it back on. It's floating around here somewhere. But anyway, so I will see you guys on, gosh, I don't even know what today is. It's Friday, right? They're all getting mixed up, guys. I will see you guys on Sunday for Stencil Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll do something. All right, guys, y'all take care. I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.